Here's the garage, okay? Here's why I don't care about scale, because I have don't mind the mess, all my DC Multiverse stuff over here. I have all my Marvel Legend over there. Marvel Legends over there. 6-inch, its own universe, its own characters. 7-inch, its own universe, its own characters. They are coexisting in this world. My life is fine. So I know that's a me thing. Many of you still harp on that. I don't give a shit about scale. As long as I have a bunch of cool figures on a shelf here, a bunch of cool figures on a shelf there, a bunch of cool figures here. This is 5-inch. How come no one says why isn't Origins 7-inch? Well, actually they are. They got Masterverse over there. I'm rambling. Let's talk about my favorite things about DC Multiverse this year and some of the worst and weird things about DC Multiverse this year today on a fired up, I got enough sleep toy games.
Toy games! Yes! You and me, baby! Toy games! I can't take it anymore! It's toy games!
Let's start with some good. I believe this was February. Some lucky people got it in January and late December, but the majority of people got this in February. I don't have the Space Hog, the cycle out here. It's more about the figure. I know the body was a reuse. Best head sculpt on a Lobo ever. And I have the Storm Collectibles Lobo. I will tell you, this because of the head, I prefer this one. Came with a little doggo. Great way to start the year. I did paint this guitar. This guitar had no paint on it. I did paint the gold. This is easy stuff, folks. If you want to flesh out your figure, this is easy stuff. Gold on the buttons, or brass rather, to look like those jean jacket buttons. Great way to start the year. No need to really go on any further with this character. He's on sale on Amazon right now. Highly recommend. Here's some good and some weird. This was that much talked about $40 price point wave, which we still don't have any answers to, or as to why that happened. He is now finally sold out. That is not the head he came with. He kind of came with that old man Superman head from the Infinite Crisis story, I believe. This is the weird part of this year mixed in with the good. I'm just going to talk about everything. We still haven't gotten a perfect Superman. We've gotten a perfect Wonder Woman. We've gotten now a perfect Penguin. We'll get to that. We've gotten perfect everything, in my opinion. We haven't gotten a perfect Superman. This is close. That this is the different emblem on the chest. This is a perfect buck. We better see this again. We haven't yet. And then, of course, the really kooky is just dumb as F. I don't know what's going on there. But this is a wired cape. Different head. I think this is a beautiful figure, though. It is what it is with all its quirks, but it's very strange, and it's very strange now you can't get it. The reason why I have Captain America here is I'm going to go back to scale. I'm not going to mention the gentleman's name. If he happens to see the video, he sees the video, okay? I enjoy watching his videos. He has to know that. I comment all the time, and I never troll. I never talk shit. I'm there to enjoy it. But he made a rant about 7-inch scale, and then he also had a comment that this is the best Captain America figure he owns in his collection. And it's a very good, it's top 10 worthy, this Diamond Select Captain America. Why is it okay for Diamond Select to make 7-inch and McFarlane makes 7-inch, and it's this big, weird controversy? So I don't know. If you have the best Captain America in your collection, you can have him next to what I think is close to one of the best Superman figures ever made. That's just a little mini rant with inside a rant. But this came out earlier in the year. The wave is kooky. Psycho Pirate is wonderful. I don't know. It's a really weird thing, and that's part of this year for McFarlane Toys. I gotta say, if you like Green Lantern stuff, you had a good year. This John Stewart figure is low key, not low key from Marvel, but low key. One of my favorite figures of the year. I know this sounds weird. If you're a Marvel Legends fan, like my boy Tim, Disavowed, who, I just met Tim earlier this year. I got to tell you, one of the nicest freaking guys I've ever met. He's just a genuine, nice fuck. I can't explain it any different or better. He's one of them. He just, I don't know. So me and Tim talk about this, and I think he has purchased or almost did, a McFarlane figure. These feel, other than no thigh swivel, it feels like a Marvel Legend because it's on a clean buck. When I say clean, no raised sculpts, but this does have a texture. And if this Green Lantern figure had this texture just on this green part of the suit, oh my, this would be maybe my figure of the year because I really like the head sculpt. It's a clean Green Lantern. I just wish everything was consistent. He has the texture. He has the texture. He has the texture. I know this was a different thing. He wanted a more classic Hal Jordan, but I'm just going to sing a Christopher Cross and Michael McDonald song somehow. My brain is just so crazy. I just can't take it no more. I gotta run like the wind. Oh, kids, if you're young, Google or YouTube, Run Like the Wind by Christopher Cross. It's a banger. Anyway, I wish this was textured. Would have been an absolute knockout. People tried to shit on this Kilowatt. He's a beast of. I know he's back there chilling. He's a beast. Green Lantern ship. He stepped it up. We got our classic Green Lantern. We can stop complaining. It's done. That Green Lantern is done, baby. Let's move on. Also, I know Sinestro was last year. I just wanted him in there just to show you that you have everything you need for Green Lantern for the most part. We need them kooky alien head dudes to come out. Anyway, this wave features one of my favorite figures of the year. I don't like putting Build-A-Figures in favorite figures of the year. I truly believe this figure should have been a deluxe figure I think the wave should have had Wonder Woman in it and Plastic Man as the deluxe figure. It'd be fun if each wave had 3 figures and then the collector's edition. Him being the collector's edition. You know what I mean? Nothing kind of makes sense at McFarlane. Nothing is consistent. I talk about this all the time. We will get to that. More on that later. This figure was too hard to find. The chase thing. Todd, we're tired of it. And listen, I'm not going to name names, but there's 3 really huge photographers and YouTubers that get to talk to this guy. And they just fucking kiss it. Stop kissing the fucking... I'm not saying you gotta get him on your show and be like, Todd, you fucking prick. Why you doing this shit? You suck. Obviously, we're fans, so you can't do that. But you gotta tell him, we don't like the Chase Platinum shit, man. All right? If you want to have the figure... If you want to do a Chase and a Platinum, that's fine. But don't have me literally chasing it all over fucking town. Is that why it's called a Chase? Because I gotta go all over town, losing my mind? Let us... Damn, I sound like a frog. I don't know. I don't like it. There was the platinums of this wave hit before. The regular figures, it was a mess. It's still hard to find a complete wave. This Batman is the dud. Everything is just a repaint. Meanwhile, Aquaman is brand new and he's fantastic. This Superman, someone figured out. It's not all new, but we finally get you get a clean leg with no boot line. I know it drives my friend Kibito insane. I get it, but if this is clean, start using these legs now on figures like, I don't know, the Riddler and stuff who just wear like a jumpsuit and a truck whizzing by my road. This wave, almost a perfect wave. He's a dud. He should have been a deluxe figure. I know I'm rambling, but I think you kind of get what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? This shit shouldn't be like finding gold Some people out there are still hunting for the blue one, then hunting for the red one, hunting for this one, hunting for that one. For some reason, they made him in like Triple H colors. Why did we need him as a platinum? Doesn't make any sense. Rant over. Here's the star of the show. Love this Plastic Man. We now have a perfect Batman in Nightfall, a pretty much perfect Wonder Woman, and a perfect Plastic Man, a perfect Green Lantern. And I gotta say, this Aquaman, top notch. So that's what I'm getting at. We're getting through all the shit. You know, when you spread the shit and you move it to the side, you have some perfection there. Okay? Let's move on. This year, wired capes became a thing. And this, I own Hot Toys. I own Mezco. I own third-party weird shit. I've bought in wired capes from GPS Slot and OT Customs. This cape is one of the best capes I've ever owned. The creases that go to the, damn, what do they call it? It sounds like scallops, but it's not the word, obviously. Whatever the hell that is. I know someone's going to help me out. Probably Travis Wilcox and make fun of me. Whatever these are. These curves. Beautiful piece. Beautiful figure. I found this is the platinum, I believe. I found the other one who's somewhere behind me. It's a dark, original appearance of Batman. So listen. This original appearance, he didn't fight the Joker. He didn't fight the Penguin. He fought a bunch of criminals and street rats. So the fact that he's this tall doesn't bother me. I have this guy displayed on his own. He's that special. This is just a remarkable $22 figure. We know on this channel, price point is king. And baby, when you get a figure that looks this good and has this much going on for $22, you really hit a home run, Todd. You little asshole back there. You hit a home run with this one, baby. Let's move on. More wired capes. This is a different head. This is Cassandra Cain. Different fists. Pac Photos had her pretty high up there on his list. And I gotta agree. Wired cape. Nice physique. Nice little tip meat. Attractive figure. I did swap heads with the Batman Beyond unmasked. You can find her at Ross and online for $5. I really like unmasked figures, but for some reason I wanted something unique. And man, really great figure. Listen, for all his bullshit, when he makes a nice figure, he makes a nice figure. This is a good one. Let's move on to Jesus, man. Sounds like I said berry. A very good wave that has some controversy. Well, not controversy. Has some bullshit. Let's get to that now. This wave is dynamite. Let's get the weird stuff out of the way. Warner Brothers, they won't allow him to pack in guns. We're going to get to that later. But you can't pack in a cigarette or a cigarette holder. I don't know. Kooky, weird. These are adult collectibles. And It's Chad had a video. Months ago, I had a video talking about how it's an adult world in the toy collecting game. And some jerk off yelled at me and said, "You don't know what you're talking about. This and that. Kids make up." No, bullshit. It's Chad had a video. This year, we have surpassed kids' toys. I don't know if we should be proud of that or ashamed. I don't care. Kids play with pads and Roblox, and they're into Little League and soccer more than ever. They don't play with toys. And there's no banger cartoons like Thundercats and He-Man that will make toyetic action figures. I'm going to close the garage door. I got dogs going on now. Let's close the garage door. So why was I rambling about It's Chad's video about adult toys surpassing? I don't even fucking know. Jeez. Oh, Warner Brothers, we're adults buying this stuff. We can handle a gun and a cigarette in a box. No 6-year-old is saying, "Mommy, can I have a Penguin figure?" You know, a little fat old man from DC. No kid gives a shit about the Penguin. Got to thank Mython the Python for the penguins. I don't know why I just made him kiss. Listen, Starfire, this is reuse done right. That is the Catwoman everything. Add a little jewel. The hair is so good. Comes in a flight stand. She came with some effects I don't care about. But that's it for $30. Didn't feel like a $30 worthy figure. Penguin almost did. If he would have came with a Penguin, like Animal Man came with a Wolverine, maybe. But Boomerang, I know there's some reuse here. I know Josh from before was pissed. Josh, I got to tell you though, when you do reuse and it comes together to make a good figure, I usually don't give a shit. And this figure is so, I want to curse. I'm trying to cut down on cursing. I'm trying to be a better man for you folks. Nah, fuck that. This figure is so goddamn good. This head will come back into play if I can remember. If this was a wired coat, I'm telling you, this might be my figure of the year, and I barely give a shit about the Boomerang. I know him more. I know he's a cool rogue. People love him, but I know him more from the damn stupid Suicide Squad movies, which is a shame. I know. I love this figure. I love it, and he does pose well. I flung off that effect. I know he's in this big poofy coat. You could rip that off, and he looks awesome. This is a fantastic wave of figures held down by a weird price point and weird availability, hindered once again by platinum chase figures. The Penguin, when you have to put out two different versions of the same figure, Starfire is in the black version as well. Penguin is in the Kenner colored version, and Boomerang is in a different appearance. You will have bad production. I don't know. Just give us the best version of the character, and later on down the road, do your repaints. Stop trying to do it at the same time with this chase bullshit, Todd. Stop it. Great wave though. Let's move on. So 6 months in, we've had some ups and downs, but overall, I think it's been pretty good. We still haven't gotten our Nightfall version of Superman. And by that, I mean our perfect Superman. This guy people were jazzed on. That head is too freaking goofy. That other one that was $40 has that weird S on the back. The Chad Superman with the mullet is cool, but the buck is weird. We still need our perfect Superman, at least to be announced. And I think he needs to use that buck that we mentioned earlier in the show. The Infinite Crisis buck. And he's had some good reveals for upcoming stuff. The Tumbler, Lucius Fox, the Batman, Forever Wave with Val Kilmer, and the Riddler as Jim Carrey. That sold out. Everybody's jazzed for that. I know Robin doesn't have metallic paint, but that's easy fix. And, a lot of companies shy away from metallic paints because they're cheap these days. But then we get to the Target reveals of characters like Fire, who I said Starfire was a great reuse. Well, Fire, this translucent Fire, is a shit reuse. When she's in that powered up form, she's not rocking her high. She's almost like the Silver Surfer on a clean buck. She's not rocking the high heels, and she shouldn't have zipper marks. She shouldn't have anything on the suit. It's a dog shit release. I don't care about it. Metallo isn't the Metallo we want. It's a lot of overuse of the Lex power suit. That looked like dog shit. Didn't pre-order that. I don't care about it. Maybe if I see it at Target on an impulse buy, I'll pick it up. Sergeant Rock, again, awesome platinum. I love the Army Man platinum. Everybody's so pissed that he doesn't have, Sergeant Rock is an old school beloved character going back to the 50s. So in these toy groups, you're going to have people like in the Pod Stallions toy group, like Mego collectors and old school Joe heads. Sergeant Rock is a character they're going to be interested in. And that's an opportunity to get someone who normally doesn't collect DC to buy your DC figure and transition them into collecting more DC stuff. But the head sculpt looks like fucking Boomerang. The head sculpt looks like an Irish dude. Sergeant Rock kind of looks like an Italian. The head sculpt looks like a cross between an Irish dude and an albino black dude because he looks like he has a flat top. The head sculpt is awful. I can't and they're all wondering, well, why doesn't Sergeant Rock have guns? This is ridiculous. They don't know the Warner Brothers contract doesn't allow him to not have guns. So it's just a mess. Something like Sergeant Rock where you need guns, why can't he just sell it on his store, Warner Brothers? I know it's just an issue. I guess someone else needs to ask him that will probably be too afraid to. I do know if you buy a Spawn figure, it comes with this gun for some reason. So there's my Sergeant Rock gun that I got with a Spawn figure. A shotgun too with a Spawn figure. You know, Spawn's known for that double barrel shotgun action. Superboy. Moving Boomerang to the side. Superboy comes with a lot of stuff. That is definition of collector's edition. 3 heads. Some like broken concrete thing. Extra hands. But it looks like I have Superboy in my hand. Because I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, no, those arms gotta at least be different. I don't think they are. So this is Superboy. And I know Connor Kent isn't always jacked, but he has some, like, I could live with the arms not being huge, but this upper torso has to, like, come out a little. This guy needs to do some fucking push-ups. Give me 1, Todd. Give me 2. Give me 3. I don't know. I won't know until I have it in hand. Someone was worried about the height. This is a tall figure. So I think the height for that Connor Kent will be fine. But this body doesn't scream Superboy. So I'm very worried about that figure. I want that figure to be a sleeper. I don't know if it is based on having the buck pretty much in my hand. This is too thin. Sergeant Rock, screwed up head. Connor Kent, screwed up body. The Japanese Batman looks fantastic, but it's on that Nightfall body. You know what I mean? You got these few perfect bucks out there, dude. You got to use them. Overall, if I had to grade it, I don't grade things, so I wouldn't even know what I would give. I mean, I'm going to grade it on if I had fun. And other than chasing things around, other than weird distribution, other than a weird $40 wave, at the end of the day, I had a lot of fun collecting it, and we're only 6 months in. So, with that being said, let me know what you think in the comments. This should be a fun one. As always, take care, have fun. See you guys on Monday Night Raw.
Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!